Next, let us continue to explain the matter of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob pitching their tents. When Abraham came to the land of Canaan, God said, "I will give this land to you and your descendants." So he began to keep pitching tents in the land of Canaan. Why did he pitch tents in the land of Canaan? Because he thought in his heart, "This land will one day be given to me by the Lord." At that time, Abraham did not even have a foot of land he could tread as his own. He could only be called a sojourner in the land of Canaan. But who knows how many hundreds of years later, the land of Canaan would belong to him and his descendants. But at that time, he didn't have a fixed territory in the land of Canaan. I didn't expect that we'd be setting up a tent here so soon. He moved from his place, and after not long in that place, and God said this to Abraham. When Lot departed from Abraham, God said to Abraham, "You must walk through this land in its length and breadth. See how long and how wide it is, because I have already given this land to you and your descendants." That is to say, he wanted Abraham to walk through this land in every direction, because God had already given this beautiful land to Abraham. So then Abraham start moving the tent. He camped here for a few days. Then he camped there for a few days. He kept moving around. For Abraham, he was a rich man. He lacked nothing. But God, however, commanded Abraham that Abraham should keep moving around for a full 100 years. Abraham spent 100 years in the land of Canaan. Did he build houses to live in? Let's ask Sister Zhao. Sister Zhao, Abraham is in the land of Canaan. During these 100 years, did he build luxurious houses to live in? No, did he build stone houses? Or houses made of cedar wood or something like that? No, he always sets up a tent. Yes, he did not. He really did not build houses to live in. Although he had the ability to build houses, he did not do so. It's setting up a tent. He lived here for a few days. He lived there for a few days. For what reason? It was God's command. He said he wanted him to go throughout the whole land of Canaan, so he could only keep pitching tents. Unexpectedly, his son and grandson also only pitched tents. They had no fixed place. Later on, his descendants came to Egypt. When they came to Egypt, did they have a place to live? We don't know. But Joseph let them live in the land of Goshen. I'm not sure whether houses can be built in the land of Goshen, but Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob all their lives could only live in tents. They could not live in houses. It was because God commanded them to live in tents, to regard themselves as not yet the masters of Canaan, but only after several hundred years. They were to go throughout the whole land of Canaan. So Abraham just kept pitching tents like this. Having received the same promise, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob all lived in tents, just like foreigners living in a strange land. So what kind of promise did Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob receive? Just as it says here, by faith they lived in the land God had promised. Who lived in tents with Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise. That is to say, what promise did they receive? Receiving this promise of the land of Canaan. A promise is a commitment. A commitment, an oath, this is called a promise. That is to say, God promised to give the land of Canaan to Abraham. Unexpectedly, God also committed it to Isaac, and also promised to Jacob. It is one same promise given to the three ancestors. So these three ancestors, they only lived in tents. They had no fixed place to live, because they longed for a better home. That is Canaan. They longed for something better. Unexpectedly, today we, a group of children, will be pitching tents before long too. Why do we not live in fixed houses? We all understand. This earth is not our home. Right. This earth, this world is not our home. Our home is the future new earth. Only the future new earth is our home. So then, will we on this earth build houses? Before we knew the truth, we would do so, but now we will not. Why should we build houses on this earth now? They will be destroyed in just a dozen or so years. We will not build anymore. So we are not living on this earth either. It is the future new earth, where we will build houses. And when we are resurrected to the new earth, Then we will consider building. It is impossible for us to build on this earth. On this earth, we can only build our faith in the Lord and use the gospel on our children. Multiply and flourish, using the gospel to bring forth millions upon millions of children, thus leading a vast, great nation into the future. Go to the Canaan of the New Testament, the paradise of the new earth. May glory be given to the Father and the Lord.